In the Horn of Africa, that's this little area here on the map, is a rugged, landlocked country split by the Great Rift Valley. With archaeological finds dating back more than 3 million years, it's a place of ancient culture. Officially, the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, it shares borders with Eritrea to the north, Djibouti to the northeast, Somalia to the east, Kenya to the south, South Sudan to the west, and Sudan to the northwest. Welcome to AfroPage. We love Africa, and we love to share information about this great continent with you. Let's get on the road and head to Ethiopia to check out 10 really cool facts about this great country. When you think of Ethiopia, what comes to mind? What do you know about Ethiopia? You can let us know down in the comment section. We begin our list at number 10. Ethiopia is the oldest country in Africa. First founded in 980 BC, I wasn't around then, Ethiopia is the oldest independent country in Africa. It is also the second most populated country in Africa with a population of over 106 million people, making it second to Nigeria. Ethiopia also stands as the only African country that has never been colonized. Ethiopian national identity is grounded in the historic and contemporary roles of Christianity and Islam, the independence of Ethiopia from foreign rule stemming from the various ancient Ethiopian kingdoms of antiquity. Some of the oldest skeletal evidence for anatomically modern humans has been found in Ethiopia. It is widely considered as the region from which modern humans first set out for the Middle East and places beyond. Tracing its roots to the 2nd millennium BC, Ethiopia's governmental system was a monarchy for most of its history. Oral literature tells us that the monarchy was founded by the Solomonic dynasty of the Queen of Sheba under the first king, Menelik I. In the first centuries, the kingdom of Ascom maintained a unified civilization in that region. Number 9 on our list, Ethiopia is the only country in the world with a 12-hour time system counting from dawn to dusk and from dusk to dawn. The time zone in Ethiopia is in the East African Time, or EAT. Ethiopia does not observe daylight savings time. The daytime cycle begins at dawn, which is 6 o'clock a.m. Eastern African Time, and ends at dusk, which is 5:59 p.m. Eastern Africa Time. The nighttime cycle begins at dusk, which is 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Africa Time, and ends at dawn, which is 5:59 a.m. East African Time. In other words, most places begin and end daytime and nighttime at either 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. respectively. But not in Ethiopia. No sir, they do things a little differently there. Number 8. Coffee was first discovered in Ethiopia. Do you love coffee? Well, I sure do. In fact, I'm drinking a nice hot cup even as we speak. The next time you brew some, you might stop and think about this cool fact. It is confirmed that coffee was first discovered in Ethiopia and moved around the world through slave trading and other means. There are several accounts to exactly how it was discovered. One account is that a 9th century goat herder in Ethiopia noticed how energized his goats became whenever they fed from a certain bush. This led him to try and chew the fruits from the bush. He took these fruits to a monastery and a monk threw them into the fire. The enticing aroma attracted other monks, and the fruit was dissolved in hot water, yielding the first cup of coffee. So now you know who to thank for that jolt of caffeine you cannot live without each and every day. Do you like coffee? Let me know in the comments. Number 7. The Rastafarian movement has links to Ethiopia. The history of Rastafari can be tracked back to Africa, although the movement was started and developed in Jamaica. The word Rastafarian is derived from Ras, meaning chief in Ethiopia's official language, Amharic, and Tafari, the first name of former Ethiopian Emperor Haile Selassie I. He was also the spiritual leader of Rastafarians, who was believed to be an incarnation of God. In the words of my favorite Rastafarian, Mr. Bob Marley, don't worry, be happy, mon. Number 6 on our list of 10 cool facts about Ethiopia. Ethiopia uses a 13-month calendar. When the Roman Church adjusted its ancient calendar in 525 AD, Ethiopia did not change its calendar, and so Ethiopia is 7 years behind the Gregorian calendar, which is what every other country in the world uses. Ethiopia celebrated the new millennium on 11 September 2007. So if you want to go back in time a few years, why not take a trip to Ethiopia? After how 2020 has treated us, it's quite appealing, isn't it? Ethiopia has 13 months in a year, which work out as 12 months with 30 days each, and a 13th month with 5 days in a common year. In a leap year, however, that 13th month has 6 days. Christmas is celebrated in Ethiopia on 7 January of each year. Hey, it's good to be different, man. Number 5. The Ark of the Covenant is believed to be here. The biblical Ark of the Covenant, which holds the 10 Commandments, is believed to be housed in a church in Ethiopia. The church is known as the Mother Church of Ethiopia, St. Mary of Zion. However, don't go thinking you're going to go and catch a glimpse. No one, not even the specially chosen guardian, is allowed to look to confirm it is actually there. There are many theories suggesting it is indeed here, and others which say it could be in other places on the continent of Africa, yet others which point to it being located somewhere in Europe. No one really knows for sure where it is. Another one of history's greatest mysteries. Number 4. It is home to the hottest inhabited place on Earth. If you're cold and need to warm up, the place to visit is Dalo in the Dankil Depression in Ethiopia. Dalo holds the world's record for the highest average temperature for an inhabited location. Its annual average temperature recorded between 1960 and 1966 was 35 degrees Celsius or 95 degrees Fahrenheit. The average daily maximum temperature recorded around the same period was 41 degrees Celsius or 106 degrees Fahrenheit. To quote Paris Hilton, "That's hot." A railway from the port of Mersa Fatma in Eritrea to a point 28 kilometers from Dalo was completed in April 1918. Built from 1917 to 1918 by using the 600mm gauge Deckel system, which is ready-made sections of small gauge track which can be rapidly and easily assembled. It transported salt from the Iron Point rail terminal near Dalo via Kaluli to the port. Potash production is said to have reached about 51,000 metric tons after the railway was constructed. Production was stopped after World War I because of large-scale supplies from Germany, the USA, and the USSR. Unsuccessful attempts to reopen production were made from 1920 to 1941. Between 1925 and 1929, an Italian company mined 25,000 tons of sylvite averaging 70% KCI, which was transported by rail to Mersa Fatma. After World War II, the British administration dismantled the railway and removed all traces of it. The Dalo Company of Asmara sold a few tons of salt from the site to India in 1951 to 1953. In the 1960s, the Parson Corporation of the United States of America, a mining company, conducted a series of geological surveys at Dalo. By 1965, about 10,000 holes had been drilled at 65 locations. Dalo became more known in the West in 2004 when it was featured in the Channel 4 National Geographic documentary, Going to Extremes. As of 2004, some buildings still stand in Dalo, all built with salt blocks. How extreme do the temperatures get where you live? What is the hottest or coldest place you have ever visited? Let me know in the comments section below. Number 3 on our list of the 10 most interesting and cool facts about the country of Ethiopia. Ethiopia has the longest existing lava lake. Erta Ali is 613 meters or 2,011 feet high with one or sometimes two active lava lakes at the summit which occasionally overflow on the south side of the volcano. I doubt you'll want to go for a swim in these lakes though. It is notable for holding the longest existing lava lake, first documented in the year 1906. I wasn't alive then either. Volcanoes with lava lakes are very rare, and this is one of only 8 in the entire world. Erta Ali means smoking mountain in the local Afar language, and its southernmost pit is known locally as the Gateway to Hell. In 2009, it was mapped by a team from the BBC using 3-dimensional laser techniques in order for the mapping team to maintain a distance and avoid the lake's boiling hot temperatures. Good thinking. Erta Ali is centered over the East African Rift System, which is a triple junction setting whose movements are resulting in the formation of a pull-apart basin, or rift. The volcano comprises mainly mafic material which has been brought up to the surface caused by unroofing of the mantle due to the rift formation. There was a major eruption of this volcano on 25 September 2005, which killed 250 head of livestock and forced thousands of nearby residents to flee the area. There was a further lava flow in August 2007, forcing the evacuation of hundreds and leaving 2 people missing. Another eruption on 4 November 2008 was reported by scientists at Addis Ababa University, Yet another eruption was reported in January 2017. Number 2 on our list, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia's capital city, is the highest capital city in Africa. No, I don't mean high like Cheech and Chong. We are talking about elevation here, people. Sitting at an altitude of 2,335 meters or 7,726 feet for those of you who prefer the imperial measurement system, Addis Ababa is the 5th highest capital city anywhere in the world, and it also ranks the highest capital city on the continent of Africa. Some of the must-see features about Addis Ababa include the richness of Ethiopian food and culture. The city of Addis Ababa also offers excellent markets which prove to be a haven for shopaholics. Addis Ababa also offers a lovely climate which locals and visitors alike enjoy throughout the year. Because of this pleasant weather, many people love to explore this great city. Well, we've already made it to the end of our top 10 cool facts about Ethiopia. Coming in at number 1, Ethiopia is home to 9 sites on the UNESCO World Heritage Sites list. The United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization is a specialized agency of the United Nations which purpose is to promote world peace and security through international cooperation in education, the sciences, and culture. Ethiopia is home to, you guessed it, 9 sites registered with UNESCO as World Heritage Sites because of their historic or natural value. The Lalibela rock-hewn churches, Kanzo Cultural Landscape, Lower Valley of the Awash, Askam, Taya, Simeon National Park, the fortified historic town called Hagar Jugal, Lower Valley of the Omo, and Fasa Gebi are all locations in Ethiopia that are listed by UNESCO as World Heritage Sites. Ethiopia has succeeded in maintaining most of her cultural heritage and landmarks, perhaps because it has maintained its sovereign status since it was first formed. This outstanding act has made it one of the most fascinating countries in Africa. We think these sites are reason enough to take a trip soon and check out this amazing country. Are you planning a trip to Ethiopia? Let us know in the comments below and tell us which of these 10 interesting facts you find most exciting. Also, let us know where you're from. Well, that's the end of our video. If you liked this video, please give it a like, and while you're at it, hit the subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified when AfroPage releases a new video. Don't go anywhere. We have plenty more great videos like this one waiting for you. Here's a couple selections I am sure you will love.